adorable. Ice Jades. They're pretty. I think you know where this is going, so let's just jump right into it. For the main deck penguins, I have 3 Squire, 3 Nope, 2 Great Emperor, 2 Glacial Beast, 2 Soldier, Ninja, Cleric, and 3 Royal Gardens. Squire can special summon itself when a monster is set to your side of the field and can reduce its level by 1 or 2 so that we can make Penguin Brave plays. And Squire can flip up that monster that you set so that you can make said Brave plays. No penguin has a mandatory effect to special summon itself from the graveyard whenever another penguin monster's effect is activated. And if cards would be returned to the hand by the effect of a penguin card, they're banished instead. Great Emperor contributes itself to special summon 2 penguin monsters from your deck, and that's not once per turn. And Glacial, when it's special summoned, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls and return it back to the hand. Penguin Soldier, it can target 2 monsters when it's flipped up and returns them back to the hand. And Penguin Ninja, same thing, except it targets spells and traps. Cleric can discard itself, including in damage step, and special summons a monster that was sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card. And Garden searches out any penguin monster, and it can also reduce a level of a penguin monster by 1. That rarely comes up, but it does come up sometimes, which we'll get into later. For the Ice Jades, I'm gonna mess the name up on this one. 3 Agerine? We're gonna go with Agerine. 3 of those, 2 Tremora, Acti, and 2 Cradle. Agerine searches out Cradle, and Cradle searches out Tremora. Tremora can discard herself to summon a water monster from your hand. With Great Emperor Penguin being a level 5, Tremora is a great way to get it out of the hand without having to tribute summon, especially if you don't have any other starters. That can get you to Great Emperor, and then Great Emperor can get you to a tuner and a non-tuner to go into Penguin Brave. And with Agerine being level 3, you can set her, special summon Squire, and just reduce its level by 2, flip it Agerine, and then go into Penguin Brave that way. She also has a secondary effect. When she's targeted by a monster effect, she can make herself indestructible by card effects for the turn, and special summon a water monster from the graveyard, but it's returned back to the hand during the end phase of that turn. So theoretically, she can revive Great Emperor Penguin to use Great Emperor Penguin again. And Tremora also has a graveyard effect where she can banish herself to summon an Ice Jade from either the grave or hand, except for Tremora herself.
And this effect is shared by Acti as well, by the way.
In Acti, you can discard a water monster to draw 1. And if you have Acti and Penguin Garden in your hand, you can activate Garden to search out Squire, set Acti, special Squire, reduce its level by 2, flip up Acti, and then use Royal Penguin Garden to reduce the level of Penguin Squire yet again to make it a level 2, and then go into Penguin Brave that way. See, there's a lot of different ways to go into Penguin Brave. That's where I'm getting at. And with some general water support cards, I have 2 Ice Barrier, 2 Fury of Kirushin. Again, I'm not the best at pronouncing stuff. I'm sorry. And 2 Torrential Tribute. Fury searches out Torrential Tribute, and if a water monster would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish Fury instead. And when an attack is declared involving your opponent's monster, you can use Ice Barrier to make its attack 0, and a few other things. I need to look at the script for this one. Change its attack to 0, negate the effects, and make it so its battle position can't be changed. And if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it, send a level 5 or higher water monster from the deck to the graveyard, and add 1 water monster from your graveyard to your hand. That's at the cost of only being able to summon water monsters for the rest of the turn, which, whoop-de-doo with the water deck. And for the super generic cards, Instant Fusion, Monster Reborn, Call by the Grave, 3 Ash, 3 Emperor. Instant Fusion is basically another copy of Call by the Grave because we're summoning Millennium Eyes with it. Monster Reborn, you can revive Great Emperor Penguin if it was Ash Blossomed or whatever, and just try again. And you can also do some other plays with it if you don't have Great Emperor Penguin in the graveyard. Onto the extra deck, I have 2 Penguin Brave, Trishula again, except it's level 11 this time, Burlord Savage Dragon, Dragite, White Aura Whale, Desert Locusts, Formula Synchron, Hulky Vibrex, Marine Cess, Coral Anemone, Nightmare Unicorn, well, Nightmare Phoenix, but Unicorn is next, Axis Kotaker, and Millenniumize Restrict. So, Penguin Brave. We've talked about this card a lot on this video. So, what does it actually do? On its summon, it can summon a penguin monster from your deck in face down defense position. And when your opponent activates a monster effect, it can flip that said monster face up. So, you can set a penguin soldier or penguin ninja directly from the deck, and then when your opponent tries to do anything with their monsters, you can flip them up and return them back to the hand. And if you have no penguin in your graveyard, it must chain to Penguin Brave when it summons a card from the deck, or if it tries to use its flip effect during your opponent's turn. So penguins have a mandatory chain block is what I'm getting at. So there's a few cute things you can do with Hulky Vibrex in this deck. You can summon the Glacial Penguin directly from the deck. That's cool and all. But also, you can either summon Formula Synchron during your opponent's turn after using Penguin Brave's effect, and Synchro summon those two together for either a Dragite or a White Aura Whale to just mirror force your opponent's field. Option number 2, you can use Hulky Vibrex to summon Desert Locusts during your opponent's turn. And when this card is Synchro summoned, the turn player has to discard 1 card from their hand. It is their choice, but you are ripping a card from their hand. Option number 3, you can go into Hulky Vibrex to go into Formula Synchron, to Synchro Summon into Trishula, Zero Dragon of the Ice Barrier, to banish 3 cards your opponent controls. And Millenniumize is just, again, another copy of Call by the Grave. But something you can also do with Millenniumize, you can set Penguin Soldier, summon Penguin Squire, don't reduce its level, synchro those 2 off for Penguin Brave yet again. It also works if you have the really weird position of drawing into both Glacial and Squire. You just set the Glacial special to Squire, summon the Millenniumize, and then go from there. And for the side deck, 3 Nibiru, 3 Evenly Matched, Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm, 3 Dark Ruler No More, and 3 Druzzle Lockbird, which one was just off to the side randomly. Anyways, looking at the side deck, I think you kind of get what it's trying to accomplish. Let your opponent set up, and then just tear it right the fuck down. Alright, so let's say we have the inoptimal hand of Ice Jade Aegirine, and Glacial Beast Polar Penguin. So, we will normal summon Aegirine, and use her effect to add in Cradle. We'll use Cradle to add in Tremora. Use Tremora, discard, special summon, and if you're going second, you could return a monster back to your opponent's hand. Synchro summon for Penguin Brave, and then Penguin Brave will set Penguin Soldier from the deck. For a slightly more optimal hand, let's say we have Royal Penguin Garden and Nope Penguin. So, activate Royal Penguin Garden to add in Penguin Squire. Now we will set Nope Penguin, special summon, the Penguin Squire, reduce its level by 2 to make it level 3. Use Penguin Squire to flip up Nope Penguin, Synchro Summon, for Penguin Brave, Chainlink 1, Penguin Brave, Chainlink 2 Nope, special summon, and then thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please let me know down below in the comments, and while you're down there, subscribe to the channel. And hey, I have social media again, so go follow me. Links are in the description down below. You may see more of my verb. Maybe. Possibly. Who knows? My name is Brent. I am Maxed Out Weird. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.